This is The Scene
on BBC Radio London with Aurie Styla.
This is The Scene.
Who don't love that song? Beyonce, Shatta Wale and Major Lazer. Tune called Already. What's going on? My name is Aurie Styla. This is BBC Radio London. The Scene. In the building with me right now is an old-time friend. We got a little... I'm going to say it's I wouldn't say love-hate relationship. I would actually.
It's love. It's all love.
I love her.
She
used to hate me. Now you do. Now we're adults, in it, yeah? Big people. Founder of Woke Babies, Kelly-Jade Nicholls.
Hey.
How you doing, my dear? You good?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, that's all right. We go back. Mm-hmm. Like, we used to go to the same university together. I went to universities, right? I left because of the bullying that you did. So I left. I was upset. My heart was broken. I said, you know what? Done this. I'm going to go start again with life.
We was friends. We was good.
Nah, we was cool. I'm not going to lie. We was good back then, yeah? I'm going to tease you and go like you wasn't.
No, stop it.
I'm not going to say too much, innit? I'm not going to say anything bad. You were not that bad.
I was shy and you took it as me being distant.
Feisty. I'd be like, hi. And you'd be like, hi? Hi? Me? Pfft, do you know who I am?
No way. Stop it, please.
Nah, it's cool. And so I've known you for you don't mind doing the maths, do you?
I don't mind my age.
All right, then.
I'm proud of my
so
age.
she's 44. I'll play. She's 32. She's 32. I'm 31. And so I've known you since I was 18. So it's about 13 years. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And in those 13 years, there was a time that you started something really special called Woke Babies, which is what you're going to tell us about. What is Woke Babies?
So Woke Babies, it's a subscription service, and basically I source and provide the best Black children's books to consumers, so to parents and also to schools. But not only the books, I also make like games and activities and learning resources for children.
Nice.
It's all about making kids like love reading again and kind of, yeah.
Nice. You said the best Black books.
Yeah.
When you say the best one, how do you know what's the best?
Because I read them. I sit there and read all of them. I sit there and read all of them, make sure the stories like just something fun for the kids to want to read and engage with the parents and stuff. So yeah, it's the best ones, the best images that they can relate to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And why specifically Black books?
For me, it's because there was a study that came out and Black books are actually 1% of the books that are being published. Well, in 2017, they were 1%. So, and I previously self-published my own book. And in that time, I came across a lot of self-published authors. And a lot of like parents came up to me and said, I really struggle to find books that kind of represent my child. And so for me, it was just about aiding the distribution of like the books that I've come across and just like helping other authors get out there and also helping kids get access to like some of the best books.
And that's important. I mean, if you're going to have, especially with young kids, I think one thing that's important, I think kids like to read books that not only they can go, I enjoy, but they can see themselves in.
Exactly.
If I see like when I was younger, I Spider-Man, even though Spider-Man is a young white boy, I still wanted to be Spider-Man. And I think it's if you I used to do kids parties and seeing kids dress up as superheroes, but then another kid going, you don't look like, because they are not the right complexion or they don't look exactly the same as what you may see on the screen, can have a knock on a child's emotions and esteem. So yeah, I think it's good to be able to read books and see these great characters. You can go, that's just like me.
Exactly. It helps bring like their self-confidence and it just helps create them, like make them want to love reading again. And that's all what this is about.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Tell us about the book that you had put out and published.
Okay. So I previously published a children's Bible, and it was a children's Bible illustrated by me for children of colour. So it was everybody within the book was Black, all different shades of Black. And it's gone like amazingly well. It's been promoted by like some crazy people, like Kelly posted it on her Instagram.
Nice.
Without even me like pushing it, like literally.
She just saw it and said, I like this, and went bam.
She must have bought it on Amazon. It was like crazy, but yeah, Kelly did it. Gigs did it.
Nice.
And then just recently it's been bought by HarperCollins.
Oh, well,
yeah.
nice.
So they've helped me upgrade it because obviously I was new to the publishing game. I didn't really have any knowledge. So they've kind of helped me upgrade it, and we're going to bring out a new one in March 20.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does that phone call feel when Harper calls you and says, hey, look, we like what you're doing. Let's take it to another level?
It feels surreal. And it was a long process, so it's been a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so now it's kind of like it's finally set in, but it was a bit surreal because it was just like, whoa, you love my illustrations. Like, I didn't know what I was doing, but it was like, it's amazing that someone kind of like believes in my vision. And it's also amazing when I've seen like the public, how like everybody else has kind of like believed in everything, even Woke Babies, the way the public has kind of like received it.
Yeah.
It's like the response has been like amazing. So yeah.
That's good to see. So when that happens, I mean, when Harper called, is it because you think of the traction it was getting from like Khalees posting it up, or is it they kind of already had you on their radar? Do you know what made them go, hey, we need to grab this?
So it was funny because I think they already kind of had me on the radar, and then they said that they were solely kind of like monitoring to see how my book was going.
Okay.
And because obviously it's a black children's Bible is a bit kind of controversial.
There's going to be some that are going to be like, whoa, whoa.
So it's a bit hard for some people to kind of like take, but to see the response, I think they kind of understood that it was something that is needed within homes, within everybody's homes. So not just black children, everybody's homes. So I think, Did
you get any, I don't want to say backlash, but if backlash is the word, did you get anyone trying to say, whoa, this needs to stop? Or, people from the other side that are very, I don't know, I don't want to say the terminology is racist, but let's say anyone who's prejudiced and couldn't accept maybe a Bible with black faces in there instead.
No, I've received like once one lady said to me, and it was actually a black lady. She said, you should have included every race. But for me, it was like, you wouldn't go up to, like, if you go into a bookshop and you look at all the children's Bibles that are out there, majority of them are just white characters, and you wouldn't say to that author, you should have included every race. You'd happily accept that and just buy it. So what's the issue with my one out of the millions that are out there? But I honestly haven't received that kind of, that was just one lady out of the thousands of people that have bought it. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's
it's
good.
been really good.
I would have thought something like that. You are, especially in the times that we're in now, where people can be opinionated from their keyboard as opposed to being in your
honestly,
face and
it's
stuff.
like, even on my Instagram, nobody's said anything bad. And I went to an event the other day, and I was showcasing my Bible, and like a white priest came up to me, and he was just like, "I love it. It's fantastic."
Nice.
Yeah. So it's received by everyone.
That's good. You didn't always work in the book industry. You used to be a fashion stylist.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit crazy, right?
Yeah, you kind of. Well, it's creative. And you said you did the illustrations in the Bible, so I guess maybe a fashion stylist, even though you're not drawing the clothes on the people, you have to have an eye for what fits together. Yeah, I guess visually. And you worked with loads of great people. You Little Mix. Yeah. You worked with Kelly Rowland. Yeah. Jordan Dunn. Yeah. Rita Ora. Yeah. This sounds like a career that was popping off massively. What made you go, all right, let me put that aside? Because it's easy to look at your career and go, this is working so well, it's only going to grow. Yeah. Let me not jump off this ship yet.
I know, and I think a lot of people didn't really understand the change for me, but it was kind of like, the more successful I became, the more out of place I felt. Okay. That's the only way to explain it. And I just also felt like, alongside that, I was still kind of tapping into like my graphic design skills, my illustration skills, and I just felt like I wasn't showing off what I can do fully. And it just didn't make sense for me anymore. As I was getting older, it didn't make sense, and I just kind of wanted to do something else. So like the last job I did was like a Disney job, and after that I was just like, I'm done, I'm out.
What did you do in the Disney job?
I starred for a show called The Lodge. It was kind of like the UK's version of High School Musical. Okay. So I was styling like the cast in that, and it was a fun job. It was great. Like, styling was amazing, but it just didn't suit me. I can't explain it. It just didn't. I didn't feel like I was fulfilling my purpose.
I understand that. So you can't do something, if you're doing something you don't feel happy. Yeah. No matter how successful you get, there's always going to be something gnawing at you. Exactly. So that makes sense.
Yeah. It was hard for people to understand, though. It was.
I'm going to take a guess. There's going to be like family members like, why? Why would you?
Yeah. And friends were like, you went from styling to a Bible?
Yeah, it's a lot.
But for me, it was just like, it made sense.
Are you raised in the church yourself?
Raised in a church. My grandma took me to church all the time. But for me, it wasn't just about that. It was just, I was brought up very, very, my mum made sure that everything around me represented me. Okay. And I've always had the passion to ensure that other children are like have the opportunity to have that as well when they're growing up. So for the Bible, I was inspired to do that because I went to like a friend's baby naming ceremony, and the child was presented with a Bible with Jesus with blonde hair, and I just felt like it didn't feel right, and the child should be able to relate to what they're reading. So that's kind of what inspired me to do that. So it was just more, I just felt like it was something that was needed.
Yeah, that's good. You give me a little goodie bag here. I want to talk. Let's have a look what's in here. Right, so I've got this great bag here, people. Thank you very much for this, Kay.
No problem.
Right, let me have a look, sir. So we got Octopus Stew. What's Octopus? This is one of the. So these are some of the books that you've like said. Yeah, these are great. I want to put these out there. Yeah.
So I get books from America, from the UK, and I just kind of find like the best kind of like authors, the best illustrations. And for me, Woke Babies is about. I don't always want children to read about social issues because a lot of Black children's books tend to be just about slavery and stuff like that. So it's a strict rule within Woke Babies to make sure the books are just fun and engaging. So I literally hunt all over and try and find the best books. So these are some of the books that came out this month for the children this month. So.
Wait, Solway, this one is written by Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah.
For those who don't know who Lupita Nyong'o is, you need to Google. She's a fantastic actress.
Yeah.
I got to meet her.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we went to the Black Panther premiere. I got to ask her a couple of questions about the impact of Black Panther and stuff, and she just oozed positivity and such a beautiful aura.
The funny story is with that book, it came out the day my books were being shipped.
Okay.
So I didn't get to read it first, but I was just like, it's Lupita. She can't disappoint me. I had to have it.
Now, Lupita does no wrong. She does no wrong.
Yeah.
She does no wrong. And this book, it's amazing. I didn't know she even wrote a book. I just knew her as an actress and writer. So, wow, that's great. Look at her beautiful on the back as well. I know. Nice. Okay, so, I mean, if people want to find out more about the streaming service, how can they see what's going on?
So you can follow us on Instagram. So it's Woke Babies UK. My website is wokebabies.co.uk, and we're also on Facebook, Woke Babies UK. Yeah. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got Kelly-Jade right in front of me. I was going to think of a silly nickname to say, but I can't after that. Please don't. I want to tease you because we got that history, but it's not needed. We'll leave it like that. You're sticking around for a little bit, right? Yeah. No problem. I'm going to play some music right now. I'm going to get my next guest in the building. I think from Woke Babies to a brilliant woke man. How about Rich 3 2? Mummy's Boy.